Welcome to Warner Concert Hall, in the heart of the Conservatory of Music. The present complex, completed in 1963, was designed by acclaimed architect Minoru Yamasaki. The conservatory boasts exceptional facilities: 9 concert halls, 150 practice rooms, more than 240 Steinway pianos, and organists have access to an incredible 32 organs for practice and performance located throughout the campus and the city of Oberlin. Students in the conservatory have access to important instrument collections, 7 electronic music studios, and one of the nation's top conservatory libraries, including special collections that are prized by music researchers around the globe and play an integral role in teaching and learning at Oberlin. For the undergraduate musician, Oberlin's resources are unparalleled. Warner Concert Hall, with seating for nearly 500 and with variable acoustical settings, is used for a variety of solo and ensemble purposes in the life of the conservatory. For organists, this space is where the majority of lessons take place, and organ students have unique access privileges for study and recordings in this space, as well as the other concert spaces with organs elsewhere on campus. Warner Concert Hall is home to 2 of our 5 principal concert instruments: the 1974 Flentrop organ of 3 manuals and 44 stops, and the 1988 organ by Los Angeles organ builder Greg Harold, his Opus 11 of 1 manual and 17 stops. Both instruments represent 2 completely different national styles. The Flentrop emulates the great Northern European traditions of the Netherlands and Germany from the 17th century, while the Harold organ is a synthesis of the style of Spain in the Zaragoza region during the 17th and 18th centuries.
This monumental instrument by Flentrop represents the blossoming of organ construction at the height of the Baroque era in northern Germany and the Netherlands. It is the synthesis of 4 instruments: Rückwerk, Bovenwerk, Hauptwerk, and Pedalwerk. This concept of organ construction is best summarized in the German word Werkprinzip, a principle that unites individual divisions of pipes like choirs of voices or instruments, each placed in separate locations. Inspired by the Venetian polychoral tradition, each ensemble sings in response to the other, and in exultant moments, they merge together like the very choirs of heaven. Organized through one of the most complex mechanical systems devised for any instrument, these monuments of the 17th century represented the very order of the cosmos and spoke with almost divine authority, echoed by the theological expositions of clergy speaking from their lofty pulpits. In contrast to the grand organopleno represented in each division, we find many unique voices that enable one to speak through their fingertips in deeply expressive ways. sometimes expounding in the profundity of a fugue, or shocking us with contrasts of harmony and texture. With such capabilities, composers like Heinrich Scheidemann, Matthias Weckmann, Dietrich Buxtehude, and of course Johann Sebastian Bach were able to challenge the norms of musical practice and expanded its range into timeless works of art, such as this Preludium by Buxtehude, in which contrasting sections allowed the performer, along with an assistant, to make evocative changes in registration and tonal color. Organists of the 17th century ultimately saw these instruments as an extension of the human voice. Each division is like a part of the human body, functioning in its own unique capacity, with their majestic facades merging together into a single unified ensemble. Such invention inspired Michael Praetorius in 1619 to declare in his monumental treatise, Syntagma Musicum. This lovely instrument, with its many voices, indeed contains within itself everything that can possibly be conceived in music. It produces a genuine, natural sound, like a whole choir of musicians. Thanks to subtle inventiveness and diligent reflection, the organ has reached such a state of perfection that it lacks nothing.